Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, upstays alive.
Oh, welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. It's good to see you. Good to be here. Great guys, never met you.
Yeah.
We just recorded Timos. It was a very long episode, and we are recording this early because I have a trip to go on.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do it later. So yeah, so I was doing it early.
Do you enjoy traveling or no?
Yeah. I mean, I don't do it enough. I wish I did it more. You know, I wish I was on the road touring and all that.
See, that's not traveling. That's working.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess I'd honestly rather be like super duper rich and just going to different countries and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even want to do stand-up.
I don't even like traveling, dude. Not anymore.
You don't like traveling?
I like doing things. I like going, maybe doing a tour or something would be dope, but that's work. It's not travel.
Yeah.
Because then you can kill two birds with one stone, dude. And I'm all about productivity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you're that guy, that white boy that works too much.
Yeah, Latino, but whatever.
Yeah, but that's the saying. I don't like, the saying, I've done it a few times where I'm like, you're that Latino boy that works too much. That sounds like way worse.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds weird.
Yeah.
Calling you a Latino boy.
Even homeless cats are like, what are you doing?
What are we doing here, Papa? What are we doing here, Papa? Before the show, I don't need to get into specifics, but we were talking about lashing out on stage.
Oh, yeah. We can get into the specifics, dude.
Do you, do you have any crazy stories where you lashed out on stage?
Not like physically violent or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
But I was just telling you, I'll tell it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday I did stand up at an open mic with a bunch of newer comics, right? Nothing wrong with that. It's actually enjoyable to watch it.
Yeah.
Because you see like how often people just do setups, you know?
Instead of having any premise.
Yeah. Or they'll just do a premise. And
Do you
then,
have any example of that?
yeah. So let's say if I wrote a joke, right?
Yeah.
Let's say I wrote a joke about shirts and I'm like, it's funny how we all have to wear shirts, right? It's like mine doesn't even fit. Fuck, it didn't do well, right?
Yeah.
And then I go on to something else. It's like, wait a minute, you just said something that doesn't make sense. But the writer, the new comic writer, is thinking to himself, that's funny for whatever fucking reason, right?
So did somebody do that at the mic? They were just like, shirts, man, like we talk about shirts, but mine don't even fit.
Yeah.
And then he waited for a laugh.
Yeah.
I would have laughed hard at that.
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty funny. But
Like, what? So did you think that is crazy when the new comics, they do a joke where it's not even close to like, because I think now when I bomb on it, it's like, you understood what I was trying to do, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, what?
Yeah.
Your shirt doesn't fit. Buy a new shirt, you moron.
And then they move on to something like Godzilla came out. And then you're like,
real
whoa.
quick, yeah.
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 But then you start
Transition.
you start seeing that and you're like, oh, like if I'm bombing on stage, I got to keep going until something funny comes out because I believe that I'm funny. I don't know. That's what happens in my mind. But
Sure.
it was a lot of that yesterday, just very short premises with supposed punchlines that they found funny.
Right.
But they didn't work. You see them freak out on stage a little bit. And it doesn't make sense because they just said something coherently.
Right.
Nobody laughed.
Right.
But they just went on to something else.
The J-Light approach. No, I'm just kidding. Very funny guy.
No, Luke Schwartz more so.
Luke Schwartz approach. This is going to be an episode where we just say people's names whenever we can.
Yeah.
All right, so you keep going.
And so I went up last along with two other really good comics, right? And I went on stage and I'm doing my jokes. I'm working on a set for tomorrow. I have a show in Bellflower, right? Which this is coming out next Monday. So anyways,
Right.
It went well.
He crushed.
Murdered.
Murderers Row.
Yeah.
Only 1,000 can do it.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I had to do something nasty for 5 minutes though in the belly room.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What you got to do, B? Tell me what you had to do.
Something thick for 5 minutes.
Doing Joey's voice and Nanette's voice both give me the same issue. Also, we did sing. I sang Back in Black. Yeah. That reveals what the song is. Spoiler alert. That should be a reason to watch Raccoon Tweeties. The listeners, they come on and they can see what we're going to be. Tell them what the song's going to be. Redacted.
So anyways, I go up towards the end and I do a couple jokes. And on my third joke, I said the joke. It is pretty dumb. Like it's kind of stupid. You know, like the four attitudes of comedy are weird, hard, scary, stupid.
I didn't know that. Is that from one of the books?
Yeah, Comedy Bible.
Yeah, I have that. I
Yeah.
have not read. Okay, yeah, I obviously haven't read it. I mean, I'm a little blockbuster, but yeah.
Don't ever cancel yourself, Doug.
Don't ever go full redacted.
Yeah. And so anyways, I say the joke and the guy in the front that kept leaving to get drinks and his set was, kind of blockbuster, but
Yeah,
he said stupid under his breath. Just like stupid, like that, right?
yeah.
But for whatever reason, I had a knee-jerk reaction of saying, stupid, shut the fuck up, you drunk, dumb motherfucker, whatever
Right.
I said.
Yeah.
And then I said, write a joke. Right.
Yeah.
And then I stopped myself and I was like, what? I didn't say this verbally on stage.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? I didn't like that. That was my knee-jerk reaction.
Which when you told me that already, I thought it was interesting because when I hear stupid, I assume that means they like it.
That's what I should just, I don't know why it was like, how like Dave Chappelle left because of a laugh kind of thing.
Well, nobody should talk really, I
Yeah.
guess. That's one way, though no one should really be talking during your set, so you could get mad there. But when that happens, yeah, I'm like, oh, they like me.
Yeah.
Because that's like a thing. Normally it's not a white person thing to go stupid.
Yeah.
But even white people do that too, I think, actually, now that I think about it. Everybody sort of says stupid as so you're just, this guy who liked you, you're like, fuck this idiot.
Yeah. And verbally too.
Yeah.
I looked him in the eyes and I said everything that I just said, right?
But people laughed at it though. When
Yeah,
you did
people
it, right?
laughed at me doing that, but I didn't
Yeah.
feel good about myself. And then also the guy's face was like, oh,
He felt bad.
Yeah. No, he didn't feel bad, but I just told him to write a joke. And I don't know how that,
Because he had already bombed.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
and I don't know how that in his mind, oh, write a joke. Oh, I am writing jokes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And also too, maybe I'm being funny. So kind of like it's hurtful for me to say that to him. I wasn't happy about saying this to begin with, right? That's what I'm
Right,
trying
right,
to
right.
get to.
Yeah.
And then the other two comics went up that were really good. And I'm just like laughing maniacally in the back to myself.
Right.
It's like, why did I do that? That was my knee-jerk reaction. Like, it was so fluid. Like, I didn't like stutter on my words or anything. I just straight up told him to write a joke and shut up, you drunk motherfucker.
If I were there with you and you came up to me and you're like, you explain what happened, you know what I'd say to you? I'd be like, have another star, Lee. Just date another star. And I'd give you a big weed thing that you could eat.
Yeah.
So you'd feel better, and then we both joke about it,
Then the guy came up to me after the show and said, do you want to go smoke weed with me in the parking lot? I was like, I actually don't smoke weed.
Right.
So, he's basically you.
I don't smoke weed.
When you offer me a star.
Oh, that's right. That's true. My character would.
Yeah, your character.
So he really did offer you to smoke weed?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, no,
I
I
guess.
was going to apologize to him, but then he cut off the next comment. I was like, you know what? He's probably going to forget about this. He's drunk, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is an annoying character, the very drunk person at Mike's. I mean, sometimes they can be funny. If they're like a funny guy that's like really drunk.
Yeah.
That guy, Zach Stein, was always really drunk. He's a funny guy.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one example, just throw him under the bus. Fucking alcoholic loser.
Zach Stein's funny, though.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. And he's not a loser. That was just a
You're
rip.
just very evil. Yeah.
I'm just, he probably doesn't even listen.
Yeah.
He's not like
Luke Schwartz.
Luke Schwartz, fucking loser. It's so fun to say that. Where was I going? Oh yeah, the drunk. One time I was at this open mic in, it was at Los Globos. You know Los Globos?
No, what city?
Los Globos is in Hollywood. It's near it's in Silver Lake. It's our Silver Lake Lounge. It's just down the street from Silver Lake Lounge. Anyways,
Haven't been to either of those.
You haven't been to Silver Lake Lounge?
No.
Damn, that was an old haunt. Yeah, Mario. Shout out to Mario pouring free drinks and stuff. We used to have this bit. I'd walk in there and he'd be like, Officer, I'm not doing anything. I'm not. Everyone would laugh. I thought it was funny because I got a free beer out of it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I was at this mic at Los Globos and it was kind of like a woke-ish mic, like the woman who ran is cool. I like her friends and all that, but more sort of like you want to not say a few certain things. And I went in there knowing that, or at least guessing that from who was there. But then there was this guy that went up and he had on no shoes or socks. He had just his feet. And he walked and he went up and he was kind of disheveled. And he started doing a bit about like trans people. And I don't know what it was. I can't really remember the bit. But in the middle or the beginning of his bit, she just walked up on stage and she was like, nope. And took the mic from him and she was like, get the fuck out. You gotta leave. And like just and I like that you're laughing because I also was laughing.
Yeah.
Like there's a part of comedy where it's like, wait, you should say whatever you want to say and all this stuff. And it's like, but this guy who's like so annoying and like drunk and it doesn't have even shoes on, watching him get kicked out was so funny. I would pay to see it again. I wish I could do it better justice.
Yeah.
You know, because he was all surprised, like, what? Really? Like he was surprised that he got kicked out, which is funny to me that he was surprised. He doesn't have shoes. He had no shoes on.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And he's saying all this stuff about, I mean, none of it was funny, even if you're like anti-trans or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if you're a conservative, you wouldn't be like, that's funny. That was a good one. How you did that. Nobody would ever think it was funny. And she was like, get out. And then she went on this thing like, at my mic, that got kind of annoying. She was like, at my mic, we don't accept blah, 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 you know, trans foot and all this. And I'm like, all right, well, can we just go to the next person? Because I didn't want to see that guy. I don't want to see you either, really.
Yeah.
But the point before it where she kicked him out, I'd pay to see that again. I love seeing people get kicked out of open mics. That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
That's rock bottom.
Yeah.
If somebody kicks you out of an open mic, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That is not good.
I will say one of the things I miss about going to the Chatterbox is
Right.
seeing Steve have a personal vendetta with one bar
Yes.
patron
Yes.
and kicking them out is great, dude.
I love it. I love it when Steve is fearless with that stuff. He's like, nope, you got to go. You're out of here. You can see it in his eyes when he's about to do it. He really doesn't care. He will die for the Chatterbox. Great. It's great. It's great TV.
I like how personal it is, though. It's like the guy's not really being a nuisance to the bar. It's just maybe he's like said one thing during Steve's act.
I think, well, maybe you're thinking of one
Well, yeah, I'm
specific, but
thinking about a couple specific moments.
I've seen most of the people I've seen, actually every single person I've seen him kick out, they definitely deserved it. I mean, they're drunk morons.
Yeah.
And they're like heckling or they're like being so. There was like a crazy guy the other night that was like, he was like, ah, man, why are you picking on me? Like, I'm just here. And he's just like yelling and saying like crazy stuff that doesn't make any sense. And Steve was like, well, yep, you got to go though.
Yeah.
Leave. You got to go. It doesn't matter who you are, woman, man, whatever race, irrelevant to Steve. You were getting kicked out in the exact same way, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I would be nervous and he's not at all.
Yeah.
This guy, he was getting kicked out and he like turned to this woman and he was like, oh, he was about to leave. He's like, oh, look at you. Hey, how you doing? She's like some cute chick. And it wasn't clear whether it was offensive to her or not. She was kind of like, hi, I'm fine. And like, oh, yeah, you look, how you doing? And then this other woman comes up and she's like, you need to get out of her space, like kicking him out. And he's like, what? And he like sort of walks out and then he keeps talking. And eventually, do you know that guy Blessed?
No.
He's like a new open micer, funny guy. He's like, all right, man, you need to go. That's enough.
Yeah.
So he's like getting on Steve and the guy doesn't really pay attention to him, but eventually he leaves or whatever. And then the woman, when she goes up on stand, she's like, or actually, but even before then, the one that got in his face, she was like, oh, all you gentlemen really stepped up there, you know, like saying, oh, and I was like, absolutely, I don't want to fight this guy. I am a coward. Absolutely. Yeah. But I did think about saying something, but I wasn't clear whether like, he wasn't really doing anything. He was just sort of talking. And I wasn't like, should I get in this, you know? But that may just be my inner coward protecting me. Anyways, a week later, Blessed went up at the open mic and he has like a funny way of talking. I can't do an impersonation of him because I haven't seen him enough. But he was like, yeah, man, last week was crazy. And like a bunch of people hadn't been there. So they didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah. And I was laughing because I was like, it was crazy. You're right, Blessed. And then he was like, man, there was that guy. And I was like, yeah, that guy was there. Everyone else is like, okay. And he's like, that guy was like yelling and like acting crazy, man. I had to like step up. I was like, he did do that. But nobody else had seen it. So they're just like, this guy is talking about something that happened last night. This crazy person.
He's just like a paper boy in the 20s.
Yeah. And he was like, man, I had to like step in. I thought I was going to have to fight this guy or whatever. And I want to be like, you did. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. But no, it didn't work out. And then the set was mediocre. But yeah, that just reminded me of one of the many people Steve has kicked out.
There was one guy last week at the Chatterbox. You weren't there last week.
Right.
He went on stage and he's like, last week was not that good. All right. I'll beat him with nobody's laughing. Nobody's laughing at all.
This is the entire Chatterbox. Just like at least one person's going to talk about last week.
He goes, but I worked this up at a couple of places and I'm gonna do it here, right? First of all, don't say all that. Just work.
Yeah,
on
just
it.
do your thing.
Just do your thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
That makes sense.
And he went on to tell longer than 3-minute story, but was cut off at 3 minutes.
Good.
And not a single laugh the whole time. And in the middle of the 3 minutes, the biggest laugh of the night maybe was him saying, "This week's not going that hot either." You know?
I'm gonna let you be.
Yeah.
But have you ever been banned from a comedy venue?
Yeah, Back to the Grind. But
What's Back to the Grind?
Back to the Grind was Riverside.
Oh,
It's not a
you had like a
comedy venue.
war with Riverside.
Oh no, I didn't. But it's a funny thing to me. I don't know if war's real. You know what I mean? More of like a beef.
A beef, right? With the
Yeah.
entire city of Riverside.
Yeah, no. I think it's a funny punchline, Riverside. You know?
When you see the Riverside sign, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can go this far.
Yeah.
All right, I've gone this far. I'm going to keep
My
going.
testosterone goes up.
The city of Riverside fears Gerardo Alarcon.
But I told you the story before, right?
I don't know.
It was a mic for poetry mainly.
I like it already.
Yeah. And when I first started doing comedy, I would go there every Monday, and I was like homies with the Mario guy, the guy that ran it.
Right.
He looks like exactly like Jared Leto, like a copy of Jared Leto.
Okay.
But older, but still like looks as young as Jared Leto. And remember I told you he had the 3 rules up top where he said
that guy.
no
Yes,
raw
yeah,
meat,
yeah,
that
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And so I would always go and I would always try to bring a homie with me. So I brought Miguel and Cody with me this time.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's all good. If we go and set up with him, like set up the chairs and stuff, he gives us time no matter what. He hates comedians though.
Yeah, I remember you said he doesn't like comedy.
And I remember that specific night, he was giving me the cold shoulder for the most part, even though, I got the Riz, baby. I'm like, hey,
Yeah.
Mario, what's up? You know?
Yeah.
So he had to talk to me. Anyways, he ends up not putting any of us up. And then upstairs outside, I was like, that's fucking bullshit, dude. What's up with that? You know, I come here, I kill it every week.
I can totally see you doing
Yeah.
this.
This is when I was not sober.
Not that you were in the wrong or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he didn't put you up, but that is a Gerardo. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to piss Gerardo off, absolutely.
Also, too, I was not sober at the time. So you're taking away time from
Drinking?
drinking and smoking. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And so I was telling him that, and Miguel and Cody disappeared, right? And he's in the process of saying, well, you're banned. You're never allowed to come back here, basically.
Right.
And then I was like, all right, let's get out. And then I realized they're not behind me. I was like, all right, I'm out of here, dude. And then as I'm leaving, they're like, it's like a comic, dude. They're behind the wooden wall, looking into 2 holes, like right above each other, like this. So Miguel and Cody are like this, like
Right.
2 different eye holes. And they're saying to each other, where did Gerardo go? Because they're looking
Right.
at me getting banned.
Right.
And I'm right behind them. I'm like, where the fuck did you guys go? And they start laughing at me. You know what I mean? It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, dude. Jeez.
But yeah, I got banned. And then, I went back there like 2 months later and he didn't even remember who I was. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that made me think of, I don't think I've ever been banned. I may assume I'm banned from Flappers, but we haven't tested that out yet.
We got to test it out.
Yeah, we really got to film me going there. But one time I saw a crazy thing was at Lyric, there used to be this host that was kind of slow and people would feel sorry for him because he was slow. So normally people would treat him like, well, you know, like kind of with kid gloves. But when he was pulling names and he like dropped some names and one of the people like Alan Strickland Williams didn't get up and afterwards he spit in that guy's face. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I thought it was real.
No, that'd be funny if Alan Strickland was spit in a special needs host's face over the thing. Just the fake stories. That whole time when you were talking, I was like, how can I say someone spit in a special needs guy's face? That's what I was going for. Yeah, I mean, Flappers, we got to figure out whether I'm banned from Flappers.
Yeah.
I really want people to like go there and ask about me too.
Yeah.
They're like, stop asking about.
Just be like, when's the last time Brendan Cooney came to town? Like to town?
Dude, that would be funny.
Yeah.
If when you're there, you go like, so is like Brendan playing anytime soon? They're like, Brendan Schaub? Like, no, Brendan Cooney. Has Brendan Cooney right into Flappers? Anyone watching this, right into Flappers and do like booking requests? Request me. That would be, if even one person does that, that'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Show me, like people DM us ideas like for songs, which is cool. Keep doing that. I like that. And then sometimes they'll just say what's up or that they like the podcast or whatever. But if you could show me that you like message Flappers, that would be awesome. Or like tweet
Yeah.
at them or freaking I got to scratch my ear.
Do you think the Flappers has like a SEAL Team Thick that watches every episode?
I don't. Maybe they did that thing where they liked all my Instagram posts. That was weird.
I know it's, every time they like something from Raccoon Titties, I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Oh,
about?
they're doing that still?
Yeah.
I missed it. I only saw the one where somebody screenshotted it to me.
Yeah.
Another person showed me something really funny about Flappers. I tried to make the video bomb, but they sent me a video of their phone, and it was like this, it's screen recording, and it had all their apps laid out, and one of them was the Flappers app.
Yeah.
And they clicked on it, and it was like this app no longer works or something funny. Like the designers of this app are no longer responding to us. And I was like, can I use this? Can I put this online? But I put the Succession theme song over it. So I was like, boom, ding.
Yeah.
And I played that. And nobody liked it. But he told me that he was like, the reason that they do that is because they like, if people know their lineups, they get less business. I don't know what he meant by that. I think that's what he said.
Oh my God. Dicey.
Yeah. I mean, it's always dicey. It's been dicey for so long for Flappers. I've told
Yeah.
that plumber story so many times, but it's not looking good.
But it could also just be some sort of like, please give us donations now. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. It's like we're
To
always
save the app.
Yeah. Well, they're always
Bring back the Flappers app. We're delivering food now. How did they lose the app with all the food money that they had? How'd the movie go?
Yeah.
They had like, Ariel Hawani, like how'd making that trailer go? How did turning yourself into a grocery store go?
How did not paying your interns go?
How did not paying your interns go? How did your plumbing issues go? How did having Jeremy Piven headline all your shows go? I like Jeremy Piven. I like his comedy. I like him as an actor.
How did burning Jay Leno's body go?
How did setting Jay Leno on fire go? Jay Leno's like the patron saint of that club now. He's there all the time. It's like his new Manhattan
Comedy Magic Club.
Comedy Man. I was there the other day.
I actually never been there.
I didn't go inside. I walked by. I didn't know I was gonna be there because I was just I was out in Playa, and then we went over to Manhattan Beach, and there was like it was during St. Patty's Day, and there's a huge St. Patty's Day festival going on. Everyone was in green. And I was like, oh my God, that's the club? That's the Comedy Magic? Oh, I'm in Manhattan Beach. Yeah, boring story, but
No, it's all good.
yeah.
I got another boring story.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Last night, you were mentioning earlier transgender jokes. Last night, you're like,
That
never
doesn't
mind,
sound
don't
good.
hear it.
That doesn't sound good. But keep
I
going.
watched The Closer again by Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah, the last one.
Yes.
Yeah.
You saw it, right?
I did. I mean, obviously the other ones are better, right? Do you agree?
I do agree,
Yeah.
but I watched it kind of clear from the whole time
The controversy
and the
and all that.
constant
Yeah.
Steve berating it type stuff.
Steve berated it?
Oh yeah, Steve hated it.
I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense, yeah.
Around the time we were working on Read the Bible with me, so we talked
neat?
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, neat. Neat.
And so I watched it and I was like, it's not that bad. Like there's some parts that are pretty hilarious, but
I have to watch it again to know for sure, but I thought it was not that great.
well, it was not that great.
Yeah.
Like as far as great specials go, but
Well, I mean, it wasn't just. All right, I'll let you finish. I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead.
it winning the Grammy and stuff, it made me want to revisit it.
I forgot.
Yeah. But I think that it's pretty funny. Being removed from everything, I thought it was pretty funny.
I gotta watch it again because when I watched it, I thought it was like open mic-ish, but I also was like kind of walking around, and the other ones were so good.
Yeah.
Those were great.
Yeah.
Like when I watched the new Chris Rock thing, I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah.
There were some lulls, but there's going to be lulls in most specials that come out, but very, very funny.
Yeah. Sticks and Stones was great.
Yeah.
Age of Spin, all those were great. There's like a nuance in each of those specials that you don't get with the closer. Like he's doing a lot of crowd bits. Like maybe he films 3 or 4 different shows and they use these really good moments, like the guy's phone going off before the car bit. You remember that?
No.
Like
There's only 1,000 Dave Chappelle's that can do it, though. You know, I mean, so like he's a pretty great. I mean, he's one of the best, right? One of the best to do
But
it.
in the closer, there's none of that. There's no crowd interaction. Somewhat like things.
It's the same thing with Nanette and Douglas because Nanette blew us all away. You know, she's like, I'm the neat, you know, I'm a neat. Well, I'm a woman then, and then I got all these things happening to me then, and then I got really good at stand up comedy. But then I realized that stand up comedy is not very good. It's a bad thing. It's not a sad thing. It's not good. It's a blockbuster. It's not Netflix.
Well, you were trying to fuck your voice up.
I'm trying, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if she was like William Wallace. Douglas came out though, and that shit was sucks.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Not good.
I don't
Not as good as Nanette.
I can't tell you. Oh, I could tell you maybe one joke from Nanette, the unicorn joke, but I don't even remember how it goes.
Well, the great, like I put online and nobody could answer it. I said, you have to take one away.
Yeah.
And it was 4 comedians: Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock,
I don't like where this is going.
and Hannah Gadsby. And nobody could do it. A bunch of people were like, this is just tough.
Oh my God.
Like, who would you take away?
Hannah Gadsby.
Dude, how could you be that quick about it? Those are 4 really good.
No, you're
comedians.
right. Ask me again.
It's going to keep you busy. Okay. How do you know? It's one of the hardest questions that I've ever posed. And I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I mean, Eddie Murphy is maybe my favorite comedian. So I can't remove him from that list.
Yeah.
And then Dave Chappelle is like probably, top 3.
Okay, he's my favorite comedian. Keep going.
So
Yeah.
he's your favorite
Yeah,
comedian. So that really just, you have to choose then between Chris Rock and Hannah Gadsby.
Hannah
and that's
Gadsby.
impossible.
Yeah. No, Hannah Gadsby. Yeah.
It's an impossible thing to put in front of somebody. Cause like, I don't know. The work that Chris Rock has done and the work that Hannah Gadsby has done, they both changed my life.
Right.
I'm not, after watching Chris Rock, I was not the same person. But then I watched Nanette and I was also not the same person. Somebody else. I was Douglas.
I feel like I'm listening to Ian Russo's podcast right now.
Nanette.
The one way to get you out of this is bringing up Ian Russo.
I mean, I don't even know who that is. I never met him. I don't know who that is. Actually, I know I do like that he puts up that open mic site is great. Thank you, Ian, for that.
Oh, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, he did invite me to his show, but I couldn't go because I was going to Henry Phillips. Oh, I saw Henry Phillips at the Ice House. I saw the new Ice House. Pretty Netflix. I like it.
Oh, you like it a lot?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's very nice inside and it's very different. It's loungy and it's not as, I don't know. I think overall it's a lot better.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that they call it the California room. I don't get that.
Yeah. Is there any word on like an open mic starting?
I don't know. It seems kind of corporate, so I don't know if they're going to do that.
That would be funny if a new open micer goes to the Ice House like, hey, is it cool if I start an open mic here? Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. I should have didn't ask them if I could do that. When I was, would they open? Yeah, I mean, maybe. When I was there, though, I saw that poster. I don't know if you saw me. I posted the Jeannie Buss and Jay Moore thing. So the Ice House is now owned by,
Jeannie Buss?
well, it's not owned. It's owned by the Lakers organization, but it's actually owned by her brother.
Oh.
Do you ever watch the documentary with them?
Legacy?
The one that's like, yeah, is that what it's called? The one on
I
Hulu?
think so, dude. Yeah.
So it's the one that was like into racing, I think.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else, but yeah.
I don't know. Well, what,
Into racism?
oh, no. No, not the guy that was like kind of portrayed as bad. You know,
Yeah.
the one guy that took over for a while before Jeannie that was a moron? Not him, the other brother.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about, there's no way that any of them would ever see this, but like the way I described any of them just then, they wouldn't like. But anyways, the Lakers own the Ice House now. And there was a poster of Jay Moore and Jeannie Buss together because they're married and they have a comedy show. Jay Moore has a comedy show and it said that Jeannie Buss is going to give him an introduction at the show. And then there's a comedy's new dynamic duo. It was Jeannie Buss and Jay Moore in those Pixar superhero outfits. You know what I'm talking about?
Incredibles?
Incredibles, yeah.
Wait, are you kidding me?
I swear to God. And then it was like, and if you stay after, meet and greet, or right before, or come early, there's a meet and greet with the Laker girls. It's wild. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I forget when it was. I was like, damn, that's wild. I should go.
Never go full flappers, dude.
Yeah. It is a little bit flappers, but I mean, Jeannie Buss is going to be there. The Lakers own the thing. The club looks nice. Drinks are better. It's wild.
Wow.
And Fluffy was there.
Yeah.
He's going to light you up, B.
Fluffy did a whole weekend.
Yeah, he had security and cops and
Well, you know about Fluffy's stalker, right?
Fluffy has a stalker?
He had a stalker.
Yikes.
It was like he wanted to make food for him.
Ugh.
And then Fluffy was like, so the guy came up to Fluffy and said, he was like an older man, like
Yeah.
70s or 80s. He's like, I'm going to get an operation this week.
Right.
he had like an oxygen tank or something, whatever. He's like, I'm
Right.
getting an operation. I got this triple bypass, something, right? Luke Schwartz fucked me up, whatever.
Yeah. Morgan Mizell has a stalker, Matt Lockwood. Okay. Weirdo, stay away. All right, loser.
Whenever I feel like it's getting dull, I just bring up a name.
Yeah. Me too.
Anyways, but he met him outside the comedy club, I think the Ice House.
Wow.
And Fluffy said, listen, if you make it past this surgery or whatever, then you can make food for me. Right? Boom.
Right. Boner alert. No, just kidding. I always feel so bad for people who have stalkers.
And then so he makes it, right? And he starts going to all the Fluffy shows. Every single show that Fluffy has in Southern California, he's there.
Right.
And then Fluffy one day was like, all right, I kind of want this guy to go away. So let me take you and your wife out to dinner. Right. So they take him out to dinner with his openers, Alfred and everyone. Right.
Right.
And then at the end of that dinner, he hugs Fluffy and he goes, I'm still going to cook for you. Boom. That's the beginning of a fucking movie, dude. A slasher
Yeah,
flick.
you can't get them away.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That is so. I get so creeped out with that stalker stuff.
Yeah.
Even people I don't like, when I hear they have a stalker, I'm like, man, that's blows.
Yeah.
That somebody would be like obsessed with you and they won't leave you alone. It's a scary thing to think about. And I can't even imagine somebody doing that.
Yeah. Nobody will ever do it for you. You're
Yeah,
blocked.
I doubt it. I really, yeah, it would be very like, if I had a stalker, I'd be like, are you okay?
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. You got to listen. I'm gonna keep you busy. I'm gonna give you another Starly. I'm just gonna do voices now. All right. Well, let's check in with Scott. Checking in with Scott.
You damn. I never know when you're going to stop the episode. We only did 30 minutes.
Yeah. My job, baby.
Your black belt in podcasting, not. Let me see here. I like how you skirted away from my question about the closer. Let me see.
What about the closer?
Anything about it?
Who was the closer? What are you talking about?
Dave Chappelle.
Oh, it was bad. I didn't skirt. I said it was bad.
Let me see here. I was trying to talk while I'm pulling Scott's freaking thing up. Oh, man, I just farted. 1 second. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, he has not tweeted this week. What about this one?
Has anyone been to Toothsome yet, and does it rule? What's Toothsome? Do you know?
I don't know. No
You wanna
likes.
Google? You want to Google it?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Toothsome.
I'm all over the place here, dude.
I wonder if it's like a restaurant because he's kind of a foodie.
Toothsome now open, chocolate emporium and savory feast kitchen. Oh, it's at Universal City.
I never go. I hate Universal City, dude. Do you like it?
I do like it actually.
What do you like about it?
I used to like getting drunk up there, but I think just the City Walk is cool. City Walk is what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about Universal Studios.
What is City Walk really? Like, what do you consider that? Like the restaurants?
The restaurants, AMC, the little shopping center, that whole area. They have the stage outside, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's a huge hassle to me to park there, and you got to get out, and then the movie theater. I don't really like that movie theater. It feels like too much is going on. I'm gonna run into Mario Lopez there or something, and it's just it's just too much, and it's like I don't know. Is it like high end? Like is there like a Universal store or something? I don't like. It's like a theme park.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I used to work at Universal City or Studios.
Is that at Chipotle or the Harry Potter thing?
The Harry Potter, yeah.
Harry Potter's part of that.
Universal Studios.
Right. I have no interest in that. You know, I mean, I like read the books, but at this point in my life, I just don't care about anything Harry Potter.
Listen, I've only been back to Universal Studios once since I quit. And it was only because I had a free ticket to go to the Universal Studios.
I just do not like theme parks now that I'm older. Like if I had kids, I'd go, I'd be like, oh, great. You know, like take them and they'll enjoy it. But me, like, what am I going to do here?
Yeah. I mean, I have good memories there. Like the 2016 finals, the NBA finals where LeBron beat the Warriors after going 3-1. So like I went to every single game at Howlin' at the Moon with my homie Mac. And that was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I guess if I had memories from drinking there, I'd like it.
Yeah.
When you drank there, would you just like Uber back to where Hollywood or something?
No, they got the gold line right there.
The gold line,
Or
that's right.
the
The gold
red
line's
line.
the good one, right?
The red line to the orange line.
Isn't the gold line the good one and the red line's kind of not so great?
The red line's kind of blockbuster. Gold line's really nice.
Yeah,
Even the gold line could be Blockbuster, dude.
yeah, it's like you're gonna be on there and someone's like, "Oh, we just won the championship," and there's some guy smoking meth.
Yeah, some
harassing
dude
you or
just
something.
screaming. Yeah.
Screaming. That's the worst when people are just screaming.
Yeah.
That would be me though if I was at the Universal City Walk.
Dude, when I went to the North Hollywood station one time, there was this homeless man outside dancing and saying, "How you gonna act like you don't even know? How you gonna act like you don't even know?"
Would crush at the Chatterbox.
I do that joke at the Chatterbox. It crushed.
You're like, Luke? How many times we did? Let's click on Twosome though, see what it is.
Moving forward. Where did this thing go? Let me see.
I want to see what they got.
Toothsome chocolate
I'm
emporium.
not a big chocolate guy.
I can tell. You don't like any minorities.
That's not what I meant. I meant chocolate.
Eatery, drinkery, confectionery. What?
This seems like some place you'd run into Nanette.
Yeah. Annual season passes receive a 15% discount with a. You know what, dude? We should get season passes, dude. If you don't like it, we'll make you love it, dude. We'll go to there every
Yeah,
fucking
season
week.
passes. I get a season pass to Disney. That's weird. I don't think that's normal.
Oh, Disney's worth it though, dude. Disney is worth it.
I don't know. I need convincing. I don't. What I mean, you know, I am that kind of guy. I'm absolutely that guy though. That's like, I don't think it's great, and then you take me there. I'm like, I love this.
This is amazing. Yeah.
This is the best.
Yeah.
I've said so many things suck that I went later day were like, this is my favorite thing. It happens often, and I refuse to stop doing it.
Yeah. Downtown Disney's pretty dope, and then you got California
Downtown
Adventure.
Disney, was that?
Yeah. Just like the City Walk of Disney, dude.
Oh, okay.
Why are you such a curmudgeon, dude?
I don't know. I mean, because that doesn't look good.
I feel like maybe to psychoanalyze you a little bit, you think like, it's terrible, right? And then when you experience it, it makes it even better when it's not that terrible.
Maybe.
And then also, if it is terrible, you came out to be the good guy, dude.
You might be right.
Because if a place is good, it's good. Everyone's happy. But if you attach yourself to anything in any facet, right?
Well, I like nice restaurants. I like comedy clubs. I like movie theaters for the most part, generally. AMC's, I'll rate them on which ones are good and which ones are bad. But theme parks, it conjures up an image in my mind of being in a place with too many people with tacky stuff, and I have a headache.
Yeah.
And then what is that? What is that green thing?
Bro,
The Shamrock Shake shit's got to stop.
one man's trash is another man's treasure, sir.
Hey,
People enjoy that.
Taste is subjective.
Yeah. Bro,
Explore
you're telling
an
me
interactive
if I
map.
threw one of those in your hands right now, you wouldn't crack a little smile, even if it was out of irony?
Is there a cupcake on top of the pink thing?
Yeah, I think so.
That
Yeah.
is wild.
It's like a
Can we
cupcake.
find out, is that alcoholic? Now that I see that alcoholic beverages are available, I'm a little more intrigued. Because I like those milkshakes with alcohol in them at the Alamo,
Yeah.
but then you're trapped there. You got to like Uber back or something.
Okay, how do you see the menu? Let's see some pictures here.
That looks pretty
Oh,
good.
That looks bomb. I don't like this though. I don't like the fries in the fucking
No.
cup thing.
No.
Bro, put the fries on the plate, dude.
Yeah, that looks stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here? And also, too, there's so much room for another cup if you're going to give me cups of fries.
Yeah, there's like so many plating this. Like, make
Yeah.
sure the way it looks is like, but it looks dumb.
Give me a plate that matches the burger, just boom, burger plate, and then give me the cup on the side, dude. I hate that the plate is so big and then they got the fucking,
I do like an egg on a burger. It's good.
Okay. The whitest thing I've ever
Over
heard you
easy
say.
is awesome.
What
Is that radish on chicken?
that looks like carrot. And
No,
then-
the other thing.
Where?
The thing next to the carrot.
Oh,
What's that?
these aren't radishes, are they?
That's carrot. But I'm talking about the thing on top of the carrot.
Oh, this right
Yeah.
here? That's
Yeah.
steak.
Steak on top of fried chicken?
I don't think that's fried chicken, B.
What is it?
I don't
Sweet
know.
potatoes? I don't know. I don't like it.
Let's see the next
Doesn't look
one.
good.
Oh, look at that. That could be you right there.
Yeah, I would
dude.
love to eat that. But I don't really like strawberry.
Bro. Oh my God.
And I
would
do
go-
not like maraschino cherry.
I would go ham if I got a fucking milkshake with a cupcake on top, dude.
Here's actually let me take that back. I like strawberry milkshakes, but I don't like it when a milkshake is like too strawberry, like an actual strawberry taste. Not for me. Because
Yeah.
like, what is this, a smoothie? And then the actual cherry stuff, I find that disgusting.
Really?
Like if they put the cherry sauce in my drink, I'm like, no,
Wow.
I just don't like it.
I like when people are experts at things. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Toothsome. What do you guys do?
Chocolate,
Chocolate,
right?
shakes, these fucking little nimbles of chocolate right here. I don't know what these are.
I wonder if those are good. Not my thing though. Usually chocolate.
Shim sweet truffle. Not my thing either. Listen, I got some Trader Joe's chocolate last week. Dark chocolate.
Didn't like it?
Disgusting, dude.
What kind? They have so many different kinds.
Dark chocolate. I got two. I got one that's like truffle mixed in. Amazing. Milk
Okay.
chocolate, though. Milk with truffle, right?
Okay.
And then I got dark chocolate. It was my girlfriend's choice.
Right.
And I tried it out, bro. It tasted like I just put like charcoal in my mouth. I know that's not what it tastes like for everyone. Some
Right.
people like that. I despise
Some
it.
dark chocolate's good, but yeah, I definitely have the charcoal thing sometimes too.
Yeah.
And you know, you never know. All right, let's keep going. Is
Yeah.
that it?
I think,
That's all they fucking have?
yeah, this picture doesn't make
Why,
sense.
is that guy made of chocolate? Why is that guy like that?
Don't know.
That's the kind of shit I don't like at Universal. It's like they gotta have the weird robot man.
Oh, come on, dude.
I'm not into it.
Yeah,
I guess it's for kids, but I'm not. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I don't have kids.
You're the adult for sure, dude. Because
Yeah.
if you had kids, they would hate you, dude.
No, I'd like let them do their dumb redacted stuff. I'm starting to turn into the woman that hates Ted Lasso or whatever.
What happened to your imagination, dude? Your imagination.
That's a good question, I guess. What like
Can you suspend your disbelief for a second and be like, he's not a man, he's a fucking robot? You know what I mean?
maybe, but you'll have to find out next week. Have a good one, guys.